correct myself, is Eve is actually 3-0.
The only
there you go.
Bound by
Well,
these
EXP
chains.
goes for the Phoveos.
Wow.
With everything that's happened in the draft, I can't believe Phoveos actually went last.
Not gonna lie, me too.
It is it's got to be one of the hottest picks right now, especially that we got into the playoffs. It's so valuable.
It's a breakout pick starting from week 7, 8, and then now you got to pick it first phase. Maybe only second banana to Su. Yo, I'll tell you now, I saw the Beatrix a mile away.
Yeah.
I woke up today and said, Keller's playing Beatrix, but I didn't expect the Phoveos to sneak in like that.
It snuck in, but I don't know. In a way, it kind of had to. It is weird. You're seeing it like last, though, in the draft.
Everybody from Fnatic Onic triggers the Phoveos. So with that said, oh no, some action in mid.
Okay, already feeling this out. And, you know, because of this, it makes me... I know there's been a lot of debate about the Cho being picked up for some teams. I know some teams have also switched things around where they kind of, you know, it looks like it's going to go Roam, then it goes XP. But I still love it in the Roam here. Even this little action, once again, going to break out Brusco. Quite low. Oakwin, though, will take the shot, get the kill, and now King Kong trying to get the revenge, but he's going to bob and weave on out of there.
Here we go!
Semper has enough damage, and they'll pick it up. Oakwin goes down. The toss up there into the Earth Shatter as King Kong survived it all.
Massive bait by the beast incarnate King Kong. You see how we switched up into immortal mode? Yep. And they're like, look at my damage reduction, psych!
Just kidding. And that's the thing. You're seeing this Suyo pick up all the time now. I feel like these junglers are just getting better and better every time.
I don't know if I can say, like, literally, but he feels better than Julian. When was the last time you saw Julian, man?
Didn't we see him?
We saw Julian yesterday.
I was saying, yeah, just yesterday, but he fell off hard.
Right?
Like, in terms of being picked up and everything else.
And with that being said, as soon as you hit level 3, you have all your skills, and you're this dominant even after losing Brusco, and now View's running away!
He's going to be in trouble. He gets kicked back into the team. He can't get away. Brusco will pick up that one. Flap TZ on the backside, going to try to join the fight, but he might not even be tacking up as well. Infernal Pursuit won't help him. Still surviving, flickering forward, all in the orange buff as Kyle gets taken out as well. Fnop looks just as good as they did yesterday.
They're living in Falcons AP Bren's jungle. 2,000 gold ahead, not even 3 minutes in. Joseph, I don't think I've ever seen Falcons AP Bren sweat like this. I mean, besides a 16-0, this is worse!
There's another kick. Few can't even play. King Kong finally to get taken down, and here they go. They want to clap back again. You can't escape. The hero's landing from that avatar of the Guardian from Oakwood.
Falcons AP Bren back on the map, shutting down King Kong. That's going to go a long way towards the road to recovery. 3 minutes in, another turtle spawning in a minute, lower quarter. Good thing that Falcons AP Bren are protecting Marco. He's got to remain bulletproof if they want to see the 10-minute mark.
You know, when Fcap's been in this situation before, they've been under pressure. It's not often, but you can say the same about Fnop. So Fcap will know how to respond to this momentum being set up. And playing around the fact that they have this kind of lineup too. Once again, top side, waiting for them, Brusco. Not going to actually pull the trigger though too. Super Frince joining this top side. Fcap will sniff it out and get back to base here.
Good news for Falcons AP Bren. Energy shields are still up, so there is damage reduction as long as you can camp underneath. And I don't know, do they know? Brusco spotted. Get out of there, Bruce!
Yeah, Brusco should be able to get away from this. Again, Flap T's just going to give him a couple of love taps. You know, get out of this jungle. We've seen you kick few too many times.
Kick them out like a gentleman.
Yeah, that's about them.
Sir, you can't stay here.
Yeah, so you're going to have to leave?
Not this early on. Turtle up, and just as quickly taken down by Fnatic Onic Philippines. Flap can only see it go, and that will put Fnatic Onic back to about 2,000 gold.
Give them that nice little comfortable lead. Part of this, though, again, is for Falcons AP Bren to just play that catch-up, you know? Build up on the deficit that they have to go against. You still see, even so, Brusco will still put pressure mid lane. Eternal Guard going to be dropped down by Super Prince just to get them off a little bit further from that turret, but no go there.
Dear Lord, Super Prince has lived in this little pocket since minute 1, and now Kirk finds Ogwin. This is deep.
Yeah, this is deep. Taking a couple shots. Spirit Misery there too, but you see what's happening is they're just playing to the tune right now of Fnop. And Fcap, like I said, they're fine with it. They'll look for something else. Right now here, Flap dealing with King Kong. Picks up the Thunder Belt as well, and I was surprised at how quick even Flap was taken down earlier in the game, but he's going to get much more tanky as the game goes on.
Best case scenario, you build your Thunder Belt about 3.5 minutes in. So he's maybe 30 to 40 seconds behind, but that's after dying twice. So this is, silver lining. Greener pastures for Falcons AP Bren to come, but not while Brusco's doing this. Finds one! Doesn't follow through. All right, not in position.
Not in position. It's good that he takes those kicks. It's almost like, you miss all the kicks you don't take at this point, for Brusco.
Oh, yeah.
He's been pretty on point, though, and they continue to try to hammer down this mid-lane tier 1, but they're not going to get it.
At this point, I think Fnatic Onic knows, whoa.
Oh, you don't take that. Yeah, you don't take that.
Yeah, the SOD sees that Prince is at 1/5 of his health, but you see 3 other dudes, never mind. At this point, Fnatic Onic at 3,000 gold ahead. A huge gap between the junglers. That's what, 1,500, Joseph? Between King Kong and Kyle. That's where a huge chunk of that 3,000 gold lead is at 6 minutes in. It's at this point that Brusco is just taking every kick he can to really get into Falcons AP Bren's heads. Now Ogwin going versus 2.
Ogwin, okay. Defensively, Avatar of the Guardian's on out of there. But yeah, that's what you're talking about. And Kyle Teasy's got to deal with this pressure, and that's why he's fallen behind, right? He's the majority of that gold deficit right now, and that's why you see Fcap kind of really trying to support him. That's going to be 3 for 3 on the Turtles for Fnop. So objectively, they're exactly where they want to be. Oh, they get the flicker out from Few. I feel like Few's got a little bit of a... He's handled too many kicks at this point, man.
That's right. You're seeing some short-term trauma.
A little rattled.
And that's what Brusco has done. The Juggernaut constantly pushing forward, living in Falcons AP Bren's jungle, and Flapdy's looking for the punish.
Again, playing security guard at this point. Flap just trying to get Brusco out of here.
Help me kick out. Help me kick him out.
He's going to go for this. Again, Kirk. Armor Wrath going to be dropped down. Uh-oh.
The burst.
That might have been the wrong move. Kirk thought they were going to go in. Few will still survive as well. But all this, they do finally get the tier 1 turret for Fnop, so that's the play before that Lord comes up. Good push up top as well.
At the cost of what, Joseph? They did sacrifice Kirk, but Kelra's been pushing. Top lane, look at how deep that is. Mid lane, it's going to be so hard for Few to recover. I mean, economically speaking, financially speaking, they're down 4.
Down 4. Not only that, Ogwin, having a hell of a game in the Gatakacha. This is kind of what we expect, though, too. And I think even given the situation, Ogwin still being tanky enough to hold that front and jump into the backside is going to help them for the objectives.
That's true. You got solid peel. Currently, this Gatot Kacha is rocking a Radiant armor, wearing a pair of pants as well, on his way to what one can only guess is a Blade armor.
Yeah.
To punish Kelra, to punish King Kong, but hear me out. If you're down this bad, and it's your roam that has the most farm, like relatively speaking,
yeah,
that's still not a good idea. That's still not a good place to be.
It's not a good place to be, and I'm just, Kyle Teasy is struggling, man. He's like 2.5K behind King Kong right now. He did pick up a Malefic Roar.
King Kong is hyper farming.
He is.
King Kong bought Bitcoin in 2010.
Yeah.
That's how rich he is right now.
He's making bank at this point. He's got the times 100 basically on his profit.
He's hanging with Elon Musk.
he's there. Right now, the Lord is up. And I think Fcap, despite the lead and the gains that he's got, they want to contest this and fight it.
It's because utility. Falcons AP Bren have amazing utility. It's not like Fnop are catching them sleeping. They still cover their corners. And maybe they're hedging on the fact that one solid Avatar of the Guardian, one solid Eternal Guard could change the face of this Lord take.
Oh, that's actually the smart decision right there. I was wondering if they were going to jump in or not, because you saw even there, Kirk just popped that Primal Wrath, and he's like, yeah, we're just going to take this. Just go for it.
It was enough of a deterrent.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they heard the Edith shed off her armor for a second, so like, never mind.
Is there a song that plays when she does that? Or no, that's a certain skin. That's right.
Yeah, it's that like Studio Ghibli skin.
Yeah.
All right, 5,000 gold ahead now, and even more turrets taken by the gold standard. Down bottom, just a holy shield about to get popped, and slowly but surely, their base is shrinking. There's space on the map. Ooh, what a runner shot!
That was like right on the mark, too. I mean, he was right there. Now they're going to fight under. They get the flicker out. Avatar and the Guardian going to be jumping in, but they take a Soul Sever to the face. There's the kick as well. Kyle TZ still going to be alive, though. Super Marco will keep him at bay, but they still have a Lord to deal with up top.
Successful defense by Falcons AP Bren, but they're not out of the woods just yet. Kyle TZ doing his damnedest to clear this Lord, bursting it like his life depended on it. And look at that, just these nukes, Joseph, these nukes are putting Falcons AP Bren at half health.
The poking, so much. Brusco just planting up right in front of Fcap. Oh, that Spear Destruction not going to land on anybody.
Uh-oh.
Terrify there, too. Keep the flap.
Punish, all right, pops the magic flare. And it's as if the Renner wasn't enough. You see that charge queller?
Yeah.
It took a third out of Kyle. Whoa, 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 whoa.
He's still charging it up. And this is like, you know, walking in the immortal form too and just popping off the queller. Like, this is the amount of poke that Fnop has right now.
And, oh, wait, not easy. Oh,
he's fine.
He wants to save as much of that turn as he can.
Keep it up there.
Okay, so it stands, all right? Now, talking about this lineup by Fnatic Onic.
Yeah.
11 minutes in, we have hindsight, 2020, 8,000 gold ahead. Whoa, Ogwin, what are you thinking?
That was not in my hindsight. Ogwin jumps in, gets the kick. They want to force the fight. Still going to be looking for Brusco. Brusco will be able to get away. King Kong working on the mid turret amidst it all. The spear from Super Marco won't land. And Kelra fires off, finding Flap TZ. So they jump in Fcap with a desperate call. Won't be able to turn it around.
For almost 12 minutes now, Brusco's been doing this. The Juggernaut, he's unstoppable. He'll run up to you, cross all the way to your backline, and get out of there, still standing. Was that worth it? To be fair, Ogwin looked for a window. They made a window.
Yeah.
It's just Fnatic Onic dispersed.
They dispersed, they committed a lot, and like, look at him. He's got a whole bunch of different items and just a completed empty Karas. Like, that's all he's got.
At this point in the game, especially since they buried Falcons AP Bren in value, that's enough.
That's enough.
The real sources of damage from Fcap are Kyle, Marco, and Flap. Few's been struggling. He barely has 2 items.
Yep.
And now that Kyle has an endless battle, what's happening to Kirk? Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're going to go for Kirk here. Pressing the situation. They're going to go off the Lord, and now he's going to
Brusco.
clap back. Ogwin goes down first. On the chase, Flap won't be able to withstand the damage from Kelra. There's the jump in from Super Prince, and they collapse down on Fcap as they try to walk back to the base, but Brusco and King Kong won't let it happen. As it's only Kyle TZ, he gets thrown into the air, and it's a double, and it's a Game 1 victory for Fnatic Onic.
The Sonics take no prisoners.